Good afternoon and happy Thursday, everybody. It is Scott with River Place Capital. It is Thursday, December the 19th, and wanted to just touch base, give our weekly stock market update and what we see going on in the marketplace in the past week. Last week, we had a big headline with the Phase 1 China trade deal that has been agreed upon in principle and will be signed and at a time that it is to be determined and disclosed as they continue to work out the details. But a Phase 1 deal has been agreed upon. And kind of want to touch base as we were going into this quarter, we said there were three major things that were impacting the markets, or the markets wanted questions for, and that was, number one, a trade deal with China, which we now have. Number two, if the Federal Reserve was going to cut interest rates, which they did. And lastly, there was fears of an earnings recession. As we went through earnings season, we saw that that just was not the case. So now that we've had those three questions answered, where do we go from here? And as we discussed a little bit last week, we saw this year, as of 2 weeks ago, $135 billion was taken out of the equity markets by individual investors. And so what we foresee as a firm here at River Place is we kind of see the momentum carrying the stock market upwards until we hit earnings season and we get the earnings for this quarter that is going on currently. For the individual, it's the fear of missing out. They're seeing that the markets are creeping higher and they're taking that money and putting it back in the market. And for the professional investors, it's catching up and trying to meet performance and different expectation standards that are set forth for them. So we see, and typically this time of year in December, you see a Christmas rally anyway heading into the end of the year. So again, we've had three answers to those three major questions that are impacting the market. If you ever have any questions about what's going on in the markets or about what you are going through personally or have any financial questions, feel free at any time to reach out, give us a call, visit us online at www.riverplacecapital.com. I hope that everybody has a wonderful holiday season, and we will talk to you guys after the beginning of the new year. Thank you.